we're about to start the show, and you know the drill. If you've been here before and you have something important to share, please add a capital letter Q to your comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, please let us know by writing the word new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Enjoy the broadcast. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at news from our city, from our state and country, and we take a look at your comments and suggestions and ideas and news and insight and questions and you name it. And we combine all this information and put it to good use as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta. Today is March 26th. We are in the middle of Semana Santa, or Semana Santa is underway. And I was in town. Well, I live in town, but I was in El Centro in Emiliano Zapata yesterday, and I'll give you a little report of what I saw and how things looked from my end. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, and I hope if you're in town that you are celebrating with friends that came to visit, or maybe you're just chilling at home. Whatever you're doing, I hope you are having a good time. And I am having a good time. We have some interesting news to share today. We have another beach access that was closed off to the public. Let's take a look at that. This is not good. You have to love it when private entities take it upon themselves to shut down or prevent access to the beach in Mexico, which is completely illegal. This is apparently happening somewhere within Puerto Vallarta. Now, I don't recognize the spot, but the article does mention that this is happening where Highway 200 South was detoured. And the only place where this happened that I'm aware of is by Garza Blanca. So I'm not surprised that Garza Blanca or whomever would choose to close the beach access. Now, the article encourages readers to send a complaint to the Federal Attorney's Office for the Protection of the Environment, and an email address is contained within the article, which will be, of course, included in today's show notes. Now, I have not seen this in Puerto Vallarta yet, but everybody in Guadalajara was wearing little ducks on top of their head. I don't know exactly why this is happening, but apparently it has to do with some fad that is going on that came from social media. Apparently it came from TikTok. We even went out for dinner, and we went to La Chata de Guadalajara, and even the cooks were wearing them. So if you're wondering why this is happening, apparently someone in TikTok came up with the idea that if you wear it, you are the kind of person that spreads happiness wherever you go. Now, that sounds lovely, but I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this being a person with little hair? You know, you just can't, you can't play. You cannot play. So I have this. I don't know exactly what I'm going to, maybe on one of my hats. That's what I'm going to do. Next time I go out walking, I will wear my duck on one of my hats. There you go. And I also wanted to let you know that Semana Santa, of course, is happening, and the reenactment of the crucifixion of Christ, or Via Crucis, is an important Catholic tradition that takes place in many cities around Mexico. The Latin expression Via Crucis means, oh, I need to show this to you, don't I? Yes, there it is. The Latin expression means the path of the cross on the day Jesus Christ was crucified. Commonly, the tradition of the Via Crucis consists of a series of 14 images that depict the crucifixion, and these are arranged in numbered order along a path along which worshippers, individually or in a procession, can move in order, stopping at each station to say prayers and engage in reflections associated with that particular station or stop. Why do I bring this up? Well, because on Friday, the crucifixion is usually reenacted, although I must say I don't have any details as to where it will happen. I just usually it happens at the Malecón. It also happens in Pitillal, if I recall correctly. If I find any more specific information about the Via Crucis in Puerto Vallarta, I'll be happy to let you know. And I'll be happy to let you know what's going on with the weather. Of course, I would have to turn it on, which I don't see it. Ah, there it is. What are you doing in the wrong window, Mr. Weather? Let me set this up properly. And I think that will do the trick. The trick to avoid antitrust regulation is having access to a nuclear arsenal. That's what Snarky Weather says today. I don't know what that is about, and I probably don't want to know. It's 21 degrees right now. Humidity is at 62%, and our weather forecast indicates that today we're going to enjoy clear skies throughout the day with a high of 27 and a low of 16. Then tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll have clear skies again with a high of 27 and a low of 14. And finally, Thursday, clear skies again with a high of 26 and a low of 14. So it is the kind of weather we would expect this time of year. So it is what it is. So yesterday, as I mentioned, I went and had lunch with my dear friend Juan Pablo, who's a local actor. And I found out once we got together that he has written this amazing book on the history of theater in Puerto Vallarta from the National Theater point of view, not so much from the point of view of the English theater scene or anything. So that's what I did for lunch. But before I went for lunch, I actually took a nice walk around the city, and I was happy to see that around the Church of Guadalupe, there were all kinds of people walking around, enjoying the sights, tourists and locals alike. So it was fun. The weather was very mild. Even though I knew that it was going to be humid, I didn't feel the humidity all that much. And because I was early, I took time to go and visit the new cafe, which is located on the second story at the Joint Boutique Hotel, which is where I do my music appreciation presentations. And if you haven't seen this cafe, it is a gorgeous place to enjoy a coffee or a smoothie. You're on a second story, so you can enjoy a nice view of Insurgente Street. It is air conditioned. It was very, very relaxing. I just wish they stayed open a little later in the day. But if you're there during the morning or during the early afternoon, I strongly recommend it. And of course, after that, we went to Joe Jack's, where I just love this Brussels sprout salad. It is a warm salad, but it is really, really flavorful. He has bacon and other chingaderas. And I think Joe Jack's is the only place in town where I've seen a Brussels sprout salad. So I always enjoy it whenever I eat there. And this is what I have for today. I do want to remind you of a couple of things that we've been mentioning just because they are worth talking about. The first one has to do with this mariachi event that will happen tomorrow at the Quale Island, starting at 5 p.m. A number of mariachi bands are going to be performing for free right where the Cultural Institute is located. So if you're out and about, you may want to enjoy that. And then, of course, tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, we have the next edition of the Spotlight. I know that we have one person or maybe two confirmed to tell us what about their events. So I'm excited about that. And then on Sunday, there's going to be this taco fair at Parque Hidalgo. If you're out and about, you may want to check this out. And of course, a week from Sunday, my dear friend Memo Lira, who runs the website Vallarta 101, continues with his tours around the city, and he will offer his Malecon sculpture walk. This is a week from Sunday. This is going to be on March 31st. And the walk features a narration of the story behind each one of the sculptures. And of course, the interesting thing about this is that you get to listen to the explanations by way of wireless headphones that are provided for you to enjoy. So that's an innovative way to learn more about the history of each and every one of the sculptures on the Malecon. And of course, I will leave you the information so that you can pursue it on your own time. And if all goes well, Memo Lira will be with us tomorrow to tell us all about the many different activities that he offers locals and visitors through his website tomorrow afternoon. We'll keep our fingers crossed. And now, let's see what you are up to. Purum pum pim. I see good mornings, and we love that. Of course, we do. Thank you very much for your cheerful mornings. New Jersey is in the house. I love it. Versalles is in the house. What are you doing in my neighborhood so early in the day, my dear? Vancouver's in the house. I love it. And of course, San Mateo is in the house. Christy, when are you coming back? And let's see what else we have. See, Albert saw those ducks everywhere. See, but I just don't. Well, maybe my glasses. I don't know. I'll figure out what to do with my ducky. I'm not seeing comments. Is it just me? I am seeing comments, Mark, and I couldn't tell you exactly what to do about it. Super glue for us hair challenged. I don't know, Stan. I don't know that I want super glue on the top of my little head. But hey, thanks for the suggestion. Let's see. Albert says, yes, I thought it had to do with Carnival. Nope, it all came from a TikTok fad. Oh my God. Oh, ay cosita. Oh my goodness. Do people wear the ducks all the time or just at the quack of dawn? Oh, Gary, that you just earned points. That was sweet. I love it. Oh, God, my goodness, you guys are totally on fire. The little ducks quack me up. Tómala. I love it. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I forgot that Muffin has family in town. Buenos dias, taking a pit stop on my daily bike ride to check in. Mom and niece checked into Casa Muffin yesterday bearing a basket load of snacks from Trader Joe's and a replenishment of Girl Scout cookies. Share. I'll trade some Girl Scout cookies for some happy brownies, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Oh, what a sweet comment. Thank you very much, Stan. Your presentation on dueling compositions was outstanding. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your comment. I just love talking about music, as you know. And the two presentations that we have ready for April are going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Pum, 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 pum. Oh, how fancy. Watching you in Brussels right now, missing being home in Puerto Vallarta so much. And speaking of Brussels, I do believe that today is the birthday of our friend Chris from the former Secret Wine Bar. I think I saw something on Facebook. If that is the case and you are watching, Chris, happy birthday. And I don't know. You see, I cannot do that, Marie. I mean, why would I inflict such pain in my... Ow, ooh, ow. No, no, it ain't gonna happen. Ow. It's not going to happen. Uh, is it coffee crisp chocolate bars that you like, Paco? Kathy, I have to say yes. I will always love my Butterfingers. But ever since my Canadian friends introduced me to coffee crisps, my waistline changed and my mindset changed. So it is what it is. Paco, do you have the dates for the April presentations yet? Yes, the answer is yes. Let me put them up on the screen. The first one is Requiem Retrospective, in which we're going to talk about the Requiem, the Mass for the Departed, and all the multiple settings by different composers, what the different parts of the Mass are, how the Mass for the Departed, the Requiem, has impacted our lives in music, in film, and in other places. This is going to be on Thursday, April 4th, or a week from this coming Thursday. And then, of course, 3 weeks later, I think it's 3 weeks later, on Thursday, April 25, we dive into the history of tango, the difference between old tango and nuevo tango, and we dive into this fantastic piece of music by Astor Piazzolla called LIBERTANGO. So those are the dates for the next music presentations. I hope you can join me. It'll be lots of fun. And this, I believe, brings us to the end of today's broadcast. Let me just check your comments very quickly, and I think we are there. I am off to the butcher to get some white meat and staying home. As I mentioned, I'll stay home doing a lot of work during this week. I hope you have a mellow, safe, fun Semana Santa wherever you are. And I hope to see you again tomorrow, right here at Coffee and Headlines in the Morning, and at the Spotlight tomorrow afternoon, both live. Spotlight is at 4 o'clock. Have a good one.